Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 60 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 30 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 10 seconds.
When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lange. Sponsored by Lange Eye Institute and Fortify Vitamins. Dr. Lange is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-969-8600. That's 877-969-8600. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lange.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host as usual, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute, Fortify Vitamins, Lange Nutrition Center, and Fortify Nutrition Centers. If you've got a question regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic, remember this is a live call-in show dedicated to you, the listener. I've been hosting Ask the Doctor since April of 1993. A lot of you picked me up when I had a drive time show here in Tampa Bay from 9 o'clock in the morning every day except Sunday. And Sunday we were on at 1. But we do broadcast Saturdays now from 9 to 10, sometimes 9 to 11, and on some Sundays, and Sundays also in Sarasota. So you can pick us up on a variety of radio stations throughout the country. If you're listening right here at my home base in Tampa Bay, we're broadcasting from Salem Communications here in Tampa Bay. And you can pick us up really easily in Sarasota, Fort Myers, Tampa, Clearwater, Tarpon Springs, Brooksville, the Villages, Ocala, Gainesville, Lake City, up into the Panhandle, even over into parts of Georgia and Mississippi. So we're coming loud and clear, hopefully. And also live via social media. You can follow me on just about any social media platform. A lot of you I see are chiming in all over the country, actually all over the world right now, via a multitude of social media. I see these platforms right in front of me. We're live on Restream and live with a special camera on video on Instagram as well. So Restream picks us up on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and Periscope, YouTube, a whole variety of channels. And you can pretty much find out where you can follow me if you just simply go to my website, just drmichaellange.com, drmichaellange.com. And we have the go that all stations and all social media live. Do I have a hallelujah? Because sometimes we have some technical difficulty, but I got to tell you, the guys here are professionals at the Salem team here, and they get it going pretty good usually. And today we're live all over the world. So the phone number here, if you got a question, give me a call at 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Remember, no matter how simple or complicated the question is, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. If I don't know the answer, I'll fake it, or I'll do the research and get back with you. I usually don't fake it. I want to introduce my co-host really quick, and he's got a minute to say hello. Doc Hall, how's it going this morning?
Good morning, my friend, and a happy Saturday to all of our listeners out there. We appreciate each and every one of you, and please keep listening in and give us your comments and let us know how we're doing. It's hard to believe. I was just thinking this morning, and I was talking to you on the drive in. It's hard to believe that January is almost behind us. 1 month of 2021 has already gone by. And of course, this is the time period. This is the month when most New Year's resolutions are tossed to the side, including weight loss, wellness, and even fitness. Today on the show, we're going to discuss how weight loss affects your entire body, not just your waistline. Dr. Lange and I have been very busy in the lab and researching weight loss and fat loss for quite some time now, so you'll want to stay tuned. And by the way, happy Hat Day. And back to you, Dr. Lange.
Thanks, Doc. And we're getting ready to take the first caller in just a second. And I want to tell everybody, what is the number one thing you can do? Listen up right now. If you're driving or watching, what is the number one thing you can do? Number one thing you can do if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, maybe you have atherosclerotic plaque in your arteries, maybe you have heart arrhythmia like atrial fibrillation, atrial flutter, PVCs, PACs, maybe you're depressed, you got anxiety, lack of self-confidence, maybe you have breathing issues, sexual performance issues, that's a drag, lack of energy, lack of mobility, arthritis, pain in your joints and hips and knees, poor endurance, poor strength, pain in your abdomen. When you press on your abdomen, you got pain there. What is the number one thing you can do that will also decrease the risk of you getting a heart attack or a stroke, decrease the chance of you having cataracts, glaucoma, dry eye, and macular degeneration? What is it? The number one thing. A lot of you driving are saying it right now because we talk about this. Doc Hall talks about it, and now we practice it. What is it? It's lose weight. Get down to your ideal body weight. That's the most important thing you can do for your health. Trust me. I've lost 25 pounds now in 3.5 weeks. 25 pounds, and I feel like I'm 22 years old again. I've always felt good, but I was starting to get a little bit overweight. So now I'm weighing 196, and my goal is 185 in the next 3 weeks, and I'll get there. But we're going to talk about the ways that you can lose weight, how you can do it. You got to have discipline, you got to have sacrifice, but you can do it pretty quickly, safely, and healthily. But we're going to the first caller of the morning. Bob's been waiting patiently. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, doctor. It's good to talk to you again on this kind of brisk Saturday morning. Dr. Lange, and maybe even you, Doc Paul, I've been reading a lot of articles regarding vitamin D, and they all pretty much say that vitamin D all by itself is not necessarily the cure-all, but vitamin D needs other supplements in order for the body to absorb them. Now, my question is that the role of a multivitamin to give you the other components required to absorb well vitamin D? I personally take a pretty decent regimen, I think, of 4 to 5 vitamins, and I do supplement with vitamin D3, and my D3 level blood tests run in around 80 to 83 just about every time I have my blood drawn.
Outstanding. That's a great question, Bob. And I got to tell you, if everybody had an 80 vitamin D3 score, would have a much healthier society and a lot less disease and higher immune systems. Vitamin D is very important. One of the best sources of vitamin D, and I've preached this for many years, is the sunshine, believe it or not. You got to go out in the sunshine 30 to 40 minutes a day without sunscreen, unless, of course, you're an albino or you have a history of lots of skin cancers and melanoma. But for most of us, can get 30 to 40 minutes of sun on both one side and then flip over, get sun from the vitamin D from the sun. Now, the good thing about vitamin D is a potent anti-inflammatory hormone. It's a steroid, believe it or not, all right? It's not just a vitamin, but it is one of the reasons that we stay healthy. You got to have vitamin D. But vitamin D also binds with calcium and helps the calcium absorb and keeps you from developing other things like osteoporosis and osteopenia. And there are things that work in conjunction with vitamin D, all right, to help this whole system work together. Things like vitamin K, all right, whether it's K1 or K2, or you get it naturally from the foods you eat, magnesium, phosphorus, boron, calcium, ipraflavone or strontium, or an olive extract now that's been shown to work in some studies that Douglas Laboratories has now. So a lot of things do work in synergy together to help what vitamin D does. Absolutely, you are correct there. But still, getting outside, fresh air, exercise, grounding, the sunshine with a good pair of sunglasses is probably the best way still. And remember, too many people out there now, all of a sudden, because of these crazy times we're in, people say, no, you got to get vitamin D during these crazy times. You're taking way too much. Doc Hall and I see it all the time. We had a lady come in the nutrition center the other day taking 50,000 units a day of vitamin D. Remember, this is a fat-soluble vitamin. It does build up at toxic levels. My recommendation is never take more than 2,000 units a day unless your doctor prescribes it. Now, if you're overweight and darkly pigmented, you can probably take a little bit more, especially if you live up north and you're not out in the sun at all. But 2,000 units is a pretty safe level. And that's, I don't know how many micrograms, because now they've made us change to micrograms instead of units. But 2,000 units is about a safe level, or get a little sunshine and maybe 1,000 units. So don't take too much, because too much does just the opposite. Too much vitamin D can cause osteopenia and osteoporosis, brittle bones. And too much can actually accelerate your risk of the dreaded atrial fibrillation, AFib. All you AFibers out there know that. So don't take more than 2,000 units of vitamin D unless your doctor prescribes it.
Okay, well, I don't, so that's a good admonition. Thank you, gentlemen. Lord willing, talk to you again next week.
All right. Thank you, Bob. Have a good one. All right. You're listening to Ask the Doctors. Myself, Dr. Michael Lange, and Doc Hall, both of us here to answer any questions regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic. And Doc Hall is an icon in the sports nutrition industry as well. So many of you athletes out there want to know how to build muscle faster and better endurance and get stronger. Give us a call, 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Also, if you'd like to see one of the great doctors at the Lange Eye Institute, like Dr. Chris Costello or Dr. Lori Caputi, or myself, Dr. Michael Lange, I'm not going to be there February, so I'm taking the whole month of February off to find myself and to fine-tune this weight loss to lose another 10 pounds. That'd be 30 pounds in less than 2 months. So I'll be off the whole month of February. I recommend seeing Dr. Caputi or Dr. Costello. Dr. Costello is kind of my secret weapon. I hired him from South Florida. Great bedside demeanor, amazing doctor, ocular disease expert as an optometric physician. He is amazing. So Dr. Chris Costello is available for new patients at the Lange Eye Institute. The Lange Eye Institute is in the Villages, Florida, and the phone number for the Lange Eye Institute is 352-753-4014. That's 352-753-4014. Also, check out everything we have on our website at fortify.com. That's Fortifeye, fortify.com. And talking a little bit about weight loss, look at the weight loss bundle that's at fortify.com. It's inexpensive. It gives you the protein, the new superfood, the enzymes, and the probiotics. And we're going to talk about that in a little more detail in a few minutes. How to lose that weight. What do you incorporate into your diet and your lifestyle to lose that weight? But check it out. Remember, anytime you buy a bundle at fortify.com, use the word bundle in the promo code section to get free shipping. Any bundle, which is already discounted 20, 25, 30%, then you get the free shipping on top of that, which can be anywhere from $8 to $12. Shipping's gone up during the pandemic. So once again, fortify.com, use bundle for free shipping when you buy a bundle. But check out those bundles. The new superfood, I finally got a word from the factory. The new organic blue green superfood that we've all been waiting for is finally in the manufacturing process. The labels are done. The FTC finally approved these labels, and it's going to be available, I hope, in 10 days. It's going to be worth the wait, folks. Doc Hall and I worked on this, developing this, refining it. I developed the first one, then we refined it. The new one, before we take the next call, the new one has pineapple, spirulina, wheatgrass juice, blueberries, kale, barley grass juice, broccoli, a blend of 6 organic mushrooms, strawberries, peppermint, cinnamon, and also probiotics and enzymes. We loaded it up. This is going to be the big daddy, and we're not raising the price at all. It's called Organic Blue Green Superfood. You can learn about it at fortify.com. All right, we're going to go back to the phones. I think first is Tom in Sarasota. Tom, good morning. Thanks for holding, my friend.
Morning, Dr. Lane. My question is, they say you should drink at least 8 glasses of water a day, correct?
Well, it all depends on your weight, Tom. I would rather say half your body weight in ounces of water, because a 300-pound person needs more than 8 glasses of water.
Okay. The reason why I asked that is, what about fruit juice?
Well, fruit juice is not water. Fruit juice has too much sugar. Too much sugar, okay?
Okay. What about coconut water?
Well, here's another thing. Coconut water is very good, especially if you're outside sweating a lot. I think coconut water is a great way to replace electrolytes, although it is low in sodium. So my daughter, I used to actually put a little pink Himalayan sea salt in coconut water and shake it up. That's the ultimate natural post-recovery rehydration drink. But remember, coconut water is also high in sugar. So no, not half your body weight, not 8 glasses of coconut water. I recommend spring water for the majority, or Wata water, the water I talk about a lot. Certainly, coconut water is good to drink, maybe 1 glass a day, maybe 2 glasses a day. Fruit juice, I'd be very careful fruit juice because it's very, very high in sugar. It's concentrated sugar.
Okay, so they won't count towards your liquid intake a day. It has to be water.
Well, it is going to count toward your liquid intake, but it's going to offset the health benefits by giving you way too much sugar. So cut back on that and add more water.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Lane. You answered my question.
All right, Tom.
Thank you, sir.
Take care, my friend.
Bye now.
Hey, Doc Hall, I'm going to let you chime in for a minute or two about that.
All right. That's a big concern of mine. Always has been, as being a athletic coach and for over the years and like that, working with professional players and like that. Hydration is always a problem, but you're so much on the money with that. People, they always say, like, well, I drink I drink coffee, or I drink fruit juice, or I drink this or that during the day. And does that contribute to my water intake or my hydration? Well, it does, but you have to. There's also offsetting things there too. If you're drinking coffee or cola drinks and like that, yes, you're getting in the water, but also with the caffeine, there's a diuretic effect there too. So you're going to be losing a lot of water. Also with that, about the 8 glasses a day, naturally it concerns with your body weight and like that, but also your activity. Now, if you're out there and you're a landscaper, or you're somebody that's working outside all the time, or you're hustling and you're doing, or you're working out, you're in the gym, or you're a runner or like that, well, naturally you're going to be sweating a lot more, so you have to up that intake and constantly be hydrating the body.
Absolutely.
By the time you reach hydration, it's a little bit too late. Your body doesn't click on that message to your brain. So, yeah, you got to hydrate throughout the day and make sure. That's one of the things with older folks, too, that I've noticed over the years is they just don't drink enough and they don't eat enough, and they have to be reminded. And it's not so much age. It's just lifestyle. That's all. And they just don't drink that much. So you got to stay hydrated.
Yep. All right. We're going back to the next call. Thanks, Doc. Let's go to Irene in Ocala, Florida. Irene, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Lang. I hope you can help me with an eyeglass problem I've had for the last close to a year. When my regular optometrist was out of town last spring or whenever, they had recommended that I go to this other fellow because they weren't going to be back for quite a while. So I went to him, got a new prescription, and I was not happy with it. I just couldn't read well with the glasses. So after a while, I went to another doctor, and he increased strength quite a bit, I believe, and it seemed like it was better. But anyway, bottom line is I can actually read better out of my cheater glasses, which are 3% or whatever. than I can out of my prescription glasses. And my prescription glasses are also for both. What do you call transitional? Is that what they call them?
Progressive lenses.
Progressive.
Right. So Irene,
yeah.
Here's the issue. A progressive lens, remember, is a multifocal. It gives you distance vision, near vision, everywhere in between vision. So it gives you a very small corridor for reading. You're never going to see as good. That's the problem. You can buy $5 reading glasses and see better than your $500 progressive lenses for reading. But remember, the progressive gives you distance, intermediate, and near, everything, but a small window for reading. Usually it's enough for most people. But I say if you're going to lay in bed and read a book at night, just put your reading glasses on, all right? But you can't compare progressive lenses to reading glasses only, because the reading glasses are always going to see better, because remember, the full lens is set for reading.
Oh, okay. You know, a friend of mine had her husband had been having the same type problem, and somehow the doctor recommended a bigger window.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are wider channel progressive lenses. It's kind of good, better, and best. The more you pay, you get a better progressive lens. Or you can simply go to a bifocal. A bifocal or a trifocal has a much wider reading segment than a progressive lens, but it has lines in it, and most people don't like those lines. But a bifocal, you can usually read better than a progressive lens up close, because the reading segment is much larger. So maybe go back to your doctor and say, hey, let me have a bifocal instead, but then you're not going to have that intermediate zone and you're going to have a line. Or simply keep your progressive lenses and wear the reading glasses when you read for prolonged periods of time.
Yeah, well, my problem with that is when I'm watching TV and the commercials come on, I like to read in between, so I'm constantly switching glasses back and forth.
Right.
Yeah,
that's where a bifocal, you might do better in a bifocal than a progressive lens.
Okay, well, I'll look into that. Thank you so much, because this has been driving me crazy, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that has this problem. So,
okay, Irene, thanks.
One more quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does Dr. Hall, I didn't catch his number. I'd like to call him and have him go over all the vitamins and stuff that I take.
Absolutely. So Doc Hall is available for free nutritional consultations. Doc, do you have a number they can call you at, or I give them the toll-free number?
Yep, the best thing is the toll-free number, and it'll come right to me, and I'll be glad to talk to you on any time, any level, any day. I'm there in the office 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and the best way is just the 800 number.
Yeah, let me give you that number. It's
okay.
866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. And then we'll set up a time for you to see Doc Hall for a free nutritional consultation.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. All right.
Thank you.
Before we go to the next call, I just want to mention, how do you do it? How do you lose the weight? I'm going to go over this really quick, rapid fire. Diet. Diet is extremely important. That's why I developed the Lange Diet Plan and the Lange Survival Diet. All right. Portion control. So if you're on the Lange Survival Diet, you can Google that or go to drmichaellange.com and go to the blog section. The foods in the Lange Survival Diet, eat those for breakfast, lunch, and supper, but portion control. Don't eat a lot of it. Exercise. Shoot for 10,000 steps a day. If you wear one of those watches, count your steps. You got to do some exercise. Sleep. You got to get 7 hours of sleep. Studies indicate women, especially, that got 7 hours of sleep, lost 33% more weight. Proper digestion. Enhanced digestion. So eating some fermented foods, some pickled foods, FODMAP-free foods, gluten-free foods, all of that is in the Lange Survival Diet. Or taking some digestive enzymes before you eat and probiotics in the evening or first thing in the morning. Our Fortify Digestive Bundle, it's only like $49, and it gives you both the digestive enzymes and the probiotics. Hydration, we already talked about that. Half your body weight in good water. But like Doc Hall said, if you're outside and sweating a lot, you're going to drink more water, okay? A little coconut water is good. Everything in moderation. Omega-3 fish oil. Believe it or not, fish oil may speed up your metabolism. This can help you burn more calories. There's studies out there that indicate fish oil can speed up your metabolism by almost 15%. The study used 3 grams of fish oil, but that was an ethyl ester fish oil. So you could use a triglyceride form, probably 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams of fish oil, something like Fortify Super Omega or Super Omega Max, or a good triglyceride form you can buy over the counter. So in a nutshell, diet, exercise, sleep, proper enhanced digestion, hydration, omega-3 fish oil, these things can and will help you lose weight. All right, we're going back to the phones. We're going to Kim in Williston. Kim, thanks for holding, and good morning.
I have a very unique and rare situation that happened. About 18 years ago, I was in a bad automobile accident and ended up with trigeminal neuralgia. The doctors gave me a medicine called Topamax. I ended up on day 11 I was taking a 16th of a dose, 25 milligram pill cut in half. It caused bilateral acute angle closure glaucoma with glaucomflecken. I was blind for 16 years. Guide dog, like cane red tip, the whole king caboodle. Wow. About 2 years ago, I started taking a nutraceutical that was infused with a CBD isolate for herniations in my neck from the same accident. Well, long story short, it ended up taking the scar tissue off my eyes. My eyes bilaterally the pressures went up to 58 and 47. So the lens had fractured, and when the pressure came down, the iris literally got stuck in the cracks of the lens of the eye. So my eyes had been permanently dilated open for 16 years. Mm-hmm. Well, my right eye now constricts, goes smaller and dilates. Kind of normal, better than what it did. Left eye's still stuck. I'm noticing I'm still taking the nutraceuticals, and my eyesight's improving. However, I'm kind of getting to the place where I'm possibly considering if, there's a way to maybe repair the lens, because I'm seeing a little bit cloud. They say I still have some glaucoma. If the iris is, stuck to the lens, are they able to still do the surgery to take care of the glaucoma? Wow. Or is that something that's not possible?
Anything's possible. Technology has changed with leaps and bounds, Kim. I would find a good ophthalmologist, a good surgeon, or maybe go to a place like Wilmer Eye Institute, Wills Eye Institute, Bascom Palmer down in Miami. I would probably go someplace like that where they have all of the specialists all under one roof and, get a second opinion. It sounds like you had a posterior synechia, and that synechia is breaking and your pupil's starting to work. And if it, you're taking this nutraceutical and it's been beneficial, I would keep taking it. I mean, it sounds like you're having a miracle. So I would probably go to a large institution that has everything under one roof. And if you live in Florida, Bascom Palmer down in Miami, you could go there and they could give you a really good workup and determine what, if anything, can be done to benefit you. But it sounds positive to me. It sounds like you're moving in the right direction, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah, they even, what's even more amazing, I've had stigmatism all my life, and they said that my stigmatism is actually reversing, which is, they've never seen anything like that. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
exciting. I'm actually driving. I have my driver's license again, so I'm back to 20/20 vision with glasses. But I've actually gone through 5 sets of glasses in the last year because my eyesight keeps improving so dramatically that within about 6 to 8 weeks I have to get another set of glasses because they start getting fuzzy again.
I think a hallelujah is in order.
Amen.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's a God thing.
Well, please keep us posted. And maybe if you're not happy, not getting all the answers you want with your local eye doctors, make a trip either to Philadelphia to Wills Eye Institute, Baltimore to Wilmer Eye Institute, or down to Miami. That's just a hop, skip, and a jump to Bascom Palmer. And, let them give you the once-over.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And y'all have a blessed day. I love your show.
And you drive safely.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Hey, Doc, we like to hear those type of stories, don't we, Doc?
Oh, I was just going to chime in. You know what? I've got chills. I really do. I'm sitting here and I have chills. And if that doesn't give folks hope and that there are miracles out there and things can turn around, not only with your vision, but your entire body, your lifestyle and like that, right there is proof. I mean, my goodness, that is a miracle right there. And I just, like I said, I have goosebumps. That's amazing. We love to hear the story.
Absolutely. And I bet she's following pretty good nutritional protocols. Unlike most of our listeners, the typical food that we're consuming, I hate to say it, is poisoning us, all right? It's overly processed. It's fast and convenient. It's filled with artificial flavors and sweeteners, too much sugar, too much salt, too much fat, trans fat, too much MSG. The typical diet causes chronic inflammation and oxidation. It disrupts the microbiome in our gut and really ages us quite rapidly. And so before you have a wake-up call, I'm talking about a heart attack or a stroke, you need to do something now. And that's why I developed the Lange Survival Diet. Doc Hall helped me with this as well. The Lange Survival Diet is low and free of all the things that are bad. It's pretty amazing, but there's no gluten, low in FODMAPs, lectins, oxalates, glyphosates, phytic acid, arsenic, lead, pesticides or insecticides, aflatoxins, phytoestrogens, saponins, protease inhibitors, and alkaloids. Now, how can you say that real quick? Everything you eat has all of that. Those are anti-nutrients and things that are very bad for you. So I thought about this for years while I was developing it. So Google Lange Survival Diet. It's pretty simple. You can print it out. It just gives you a list of the foods, and we'll go over those in a minute and tell you what they are. Foods that you can eat, and just eat them for your breakfast, lunch, and supper, and you will do much better. All right, let's go back to the phones. Steve in Clearwater, thanks for holding. Good morning.
Yes. Do you remember her name that just called?
I think it was Kim.
Yeah, she definitely needs to let you know what she's taking, and let's see if we can find out what that nutraceutical is, and see if we can figure a mechanism by which it's giving her an advantage. The way I understood it, what she was taking was something that really wasn't for the eyes; it was for the other problem.
Right.
Is that what? Yeah. So there's got to be a mechanism, and she might have had a personal experience that could benefit many other people. So maybe she found something serendipitous, you know?
Absolutely. And so if she's still listening, Kim, I know you're driving, but my email address is pretty simple. And for all of you out there that want to email me, just don't want to be heard over the radio waves, it's idude92@icloud.com. So I, like an eye doctor, an eyeball, EYE, and then dude, like, hey, dude, what's happening? So DUDE 92. So idude92@icloud.com. And it's the letter I, cloud.com. So idude92@icloud.com. Kim, email me what that nutrient was that you're using, and then we can put our minds together and see what's in it that's really helping you. That's Steve, thanks for that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, that's most scientific discoveries are accidental. So that she might have just, and they usually come from people that are anecdotal. Anecdotal is played down, but it's the first step to science. So
you're absolutely right.
I was talking. You talk about dehydration a lot, and I agree. It's probably one of the biggest problems. And I've talked about bulimic versus hemorrhagic thirst. But have you ever thought about the fact that humans are one of the few animals that has that problem? Because what other animals sweat?
That's a good question. Only Genius Steve would know that.
Yes, and it's almost a unique human problem to have such sudden dehydration when you're doing exercise or walking. I can't think of any other animal that loses water through the skin. And one thing it has done is the reason that salt is in the sweat is because if you just had water coming out, the salt would pile up and you'd have a heart attack because the potassium and the sodium would stay in there, but the water would be coming out, and so you'd turn into a salt bag. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, but I think it is the number one health problem in the United States, other than poor sleep. Because people don't know they're in that state. And so keep talking about it. It's really important.
I think you're absolutely correct. And that's why I mentioned on the, how to lose that weight, not only diet, exercise, sleep, but hydration. All those things are crucial. And that's a total overall wellness plan. So if you're not just trying to lose weight, if you just want to be healthier, you can follow these plans and you'll be much healthier.
And as I said last year, this is the best time to lose weight, this time of year. because it's cool. Stay as cool as you can, wear as few clothes as you can, even if you're a little chilly, because most of your calories are burned not by movement, but by maintenance of the 98.6 body temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So you this time of year is the perfect time to be on a weight loss. That's why it's a cool-blooded animal. It has no body heat, like a snake or a rat that doesn't have a body temperature, or a lizard. They can go much longer, and without food and stuff. You know, like a snake has to have one rat a month because it doesn't need the calories. So yeah, this time of year is the best time to start a diet. In a few months, you'll be not too late, but it won't be as easy.
That's why I did it. I'm working on my 6-pack. So by March on the beach, I want I want to have a 6-pack, or at least by April. I haven't had a 6-pack in 35 years.
Yeah, that's a Irish six course dinner, right? 6-pack. Okay. God bless and have a good February.
All right, Steve. Take care. All right. Before we take the next call, I want to mention for all of you macular degeneration patients out there, a lot of you have macular degeneration that listen to this program. A lot of you have been patients of mine for almost 30 years. A lot of you have been taking the Fortify supplements, the Fortify Macular Defense, or the AREDS 2+, the Advanced iVite, or Focus, any of those, and have been doing very well. But the University of Virginia has actually studied and found out, now this is a very early study, and it's only in mice, but the absence of a particular enzyme called DICER, D-I-C-E-R, is affiliated with not only dry macular degeneration, but wet macular degeneration. So an absence of an enzyme that goes down in life as we get older is affiliated with this macular degeneration, both types. So think about it. If we could develop this enzyme and replenish this enzyme called DICER into people as they get older, maybe we can help slow down or knock out macular degeneration. So myself and Doc Hall, we try to stay on the cutting edge and learn the latest of the latest to help. Also, a tidbit of information for glaucoma. Glaucoma is the sneak thief of your sight. Remember, no symptoms until it's too late. That's why it's good to see your optometrist or ophthalmologist annually. We know that omega-3 can help glaucoma naturally. High dosages of vitamin C can help. But now there's a study talking about black currant seed oil and GLA, relatively low amounts, at lowering the pressure in the eye naturally. So now I never treat glaucoma naturally only. Always we use medical treatment or surgical intervention, mostly medical treatment, eye drops, okay? But now we can incorporate omega-3, black currant seed oil with GLA and vitamin C, and it can lower the pressure. And who knows, if we bring the pressure down naturally, that combined with cardiovascular exercise can bring the pressure down as much as 30%, okay? So sometimes we can get you off some of the toxic and expensive medications through natural approaches. And that's what Doc Hall and I are all about, helping you naturally. Doc Hall, you're going to chime in.
Yes, I am. I just want to take a couple minutes, Dr. Lange, and just about our weight loss and like that, because I get these questions all the time. And of course, to us, they're simple fixes because we've been in this field so long. But for the everyday person, it offers a little bit of hope and try to get people on the right path. And so I just want to address just real quick, what happens to your body when we lose weight? Is it just a cosmetic improvement in the waistline, or do we actually benefit at a higher level? The answer is yes, at a much higher level. Your entire body, as you had said, about weight loss, as concerned with eye problems and who would ever think of that, gee, if I lose weight, my eyes may get better, they may improve. And so the total body benefits, recent research has shown us, you and I, that and you mentioned it earlier, conditions like high blood pressure, elevated blood sugar, cholesterol, arthritis, and even joint problems improve with even a nominal weight loss. I see folks every week, Dr. Lange, you know this for a fact, who are 100, 200 pounds overweight. And their biggest complaint seems to be now is joint pain and inflammation. And they just give up. And I hear this all the time. Well, I'm getting older, so, my joints hurt. And, arthritis is inevitable, so I just give up. And it's not so. I'm here to tell you that that's not the fact. It's the extra weight most times that you're carrying around. Imagine this, listeners, if we had a box with 50 pounds or 100 pounds of weights in it, and everywhere you went all day long, you had to pick up and carry that box with you. If you went up a flight of stairs or 2 flights or 3 flights, you have to carry that 100-pound box with you. Of course, at the end of the day, everything hurts. You're out of breath. You're tired. Your endurance and energy is down. My goodness, you carried another half a person with you all day long. And so just those little bitty things that we do make a difference. And especially you folks that are having joint problems, knee problems, ankle problems, and I'm hearing a lot now about foot problems. My feet hurt all the time. Well, yes, you're carrying an extra, bundle of weight on your back. And at the end of the day, yeah, those feet and those joints are going to be just barking at you that they hurt. So even just a little bit, folks, makes a huge, big difference. And you'll see that the pain goes away, the inflammation greatly reduced, and you'll feel better. Your wellness factor will also increase with a correction of your weight. You'll look forward to that walk in the park. Your energy and endurance will increase, and a smile will be back on your face. And remember, don't be discouraged. Take baby steps. Dr. Lange and I say this to patients all day long. Take baby steps, 1 pound and 1 day at a time.
Yep.
And you'll get there. You'll get there. And any questions, as we said earlier, give me a call, and we'll be glad to help you.
Amen. So remember, I started the show off talking about what's the number one thing that you can do for your health. The number one thing for your health. And arthritis was one of those. High blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Lose weight if you're overweight. Get down to your ideal body weight. Sometimes easier said than done. I've lost 25 pounds in 3.5 weeks. So if I can do it, you can do it. And, I didn't look like I needed to lose weight, but I'm feeling a lot better. And I still got 10 to go. And then I'll be back to a lean, mean fighting machine. So you can learn more about that on my website at drmichaellang.com. Go to the blog section. We've written a lot of articles on weight loss, how to do it. So go to drmichaellang.com, go to the blog section, or fortify.com, and check out the weight loss bundle on fortify.com. It's like $97. It gives you everything you need and the instructions. Weight loss bundle. Remember, use bundle as the promo code, and you get free shipping. For any of the bundles, always use bundle as a promo code, get free shipping. That's saving you $8 to $12, $13, depending on where you live and how much you're ordering. All right, I'm going to give you the phone number one more time, and then we're going to take the next call. 1-877-969-8600. 1-877-969-8600. I see a lot of you are chiming in on social media. I'll try to answer all your questions afterwards. I'll text you and email you, and maybe we'll get to some of those today too. But let's go back to the phone. Let's go to Jerry in Valrico. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, doctor.
How are you?
I'm almost well, almost perfect.
Outstanding. What can I do for you?
I'm a 77-year-old male. Been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Going to have about 25 treatments of radiation. What do I need to know about nutrition, good and bad?
Good. So that's a great question. And if you're in the hands of a good urologist, you're going to be in good shape. They've come a long way with prostate cancer, a long way. But you can help. You can definitely help. And there's certain supplements that you can take, but the most important thing, Jerry, is adjusting your diet, all right? And so I want you to go and look at the Lange Survival Diet. Look at it, read it, and incorporate that. Buy everything that's on that, put it in your cupboard, put it in your refrigerator, eat that. That's taken all the garbage out of your lifestyle that we talked about. The gluten, the FODMAPs, the lectins, the oxalates, the glyphosates, the phytic acid, the arsenic, the lead, the pesticide, insecticide, the phytoestrogens, which are really bad for men's prostates. All the things that cause inflammation and oxidation. And it also talks and tells you which things need to be organic and which don't need to be organic. Everything doesn't need to be organic. Like a banana, it doesn't have to be organic, but blueberries and strawberries have to be organic. Kale has to be organic because they have so much pesticide, and pesticide is linked to cancer, right? So the other thing is I would probably try to minimize any cell phone and computer use probably after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Turn your cell phones and your computers off. Don't have them by your bed. Unplug everything by the bed because you got to get a good night's sleep. You got to have at least 7 hours of sleep. So go to the Lange Survival Diet and then shoot me an email later. My email is idude92@iCloud. And then I can link you up. It's hard. I can't tell you everything, quickly. And I can link you up with a lot of good stuff that's going to help your body become proactive and help with the treatments that your physician is doing. Okay.
Okay. Say it one more time, the Lange, and then.
All right. So
what's the
Lange Survival Diet? All right.
Okay. Survival.
Lange Survival Diet, and you can go basically to my website, just simply drmichaellang.com. Go to the blog section and then scroll down. There's a lot of great articles that I've written, a lot of great articles that Dr. Hall has written, and read those. Read the ones about nuts and seeds, and read the one about sleep, the one about omega-3, the one about stretching. But the most important one is the Lange Survival Diet. Read all that. Keep me posted. Give us feedback on the radio show. Shoot me an email, and we'll go from there. This is just the beginning.
Sounds great. I'll do that. My first concern is going to have the radiation that starts in about a month, but goes for 25 sessions of 5 weeks. That's the critical time, I think. And then I'm going to have seeds implant.
Right. Well, that technology has come so far. 20 years ago, I wouldn't have been so happy about you going through this. But now, I mean, it's gonna save your life, and you're gonna die when you're 106. Especially if you're on the Lange Survival Diet.
I'll go for that.
Keep the faith. Positive mindset, Jerry. All right.
All right. Good show. Thanks, Doc.
Hang in there. Bye-bye.
Dr. Lang?
Yes, Doc.
I just want to chime in real quick. And normally we don't do this about each other, egos and stuff like that. But I just want to say how proud I am of you for the weight loss. And it also is just proof that it does work, and you took it off safely. The weight, you're continuing to do so, but my hat's off to you. And that's one of those little lab experiments that you and I do on each other, and it worked. It shows that it does work. And I also want to say that it's my pleasure to be on the show, and I'm very proud of us as colleagues. I relish that, and even more so that we're best friends. So I'll tell everybody this last thing: be kind to others, be kind to yourself, and wear your mask.
Thank you, Doc Hall. It's always a pleasure working with you, and I appreciate the positive accolades. My head is going to be too big to get out of the room.
Well,
now,
it is National Hat Day, so be careful.
Oh, Doc, you are our trip. I got a couple of people, they're saying, what's on the Lange Survival Diet? I think we probably have time briefly. I got like 3 people chimed in. What the heck? What's on it? What's on it? So listen up, folks. Lange Survival Diet actually has a lot of food that you can eat. All right. So the vegetables, I'm going to go over it quickly because you can go over the internet and get it. But the vegetables you can eat are mustard greens, organic kale, organic lettuce, organic cucumbers, bok choy, broccoli, turnip root, not the turnip greens, cabbage, bamboo shoots, water chestnuts, pickled vegetables, fermented foods like cabbage and kimchi, sauerkraut, organic boiled spinach. Now, you can eat organic kale. It doesn't have to be boiled, but the spinach has to be boiled. And there's a method to my madness. The reason why spinach is very high in oxalates. When you boil it, it reduces the oxalates, okay? The fruit, you can have pineapples, bananas, lemon, lime, organic blueberries, organic strawberries, organic grapes, and cantaloupe. The protein, organic free-range eggs, organic grass-fed beef or bison, organic turkey, organic chicken, ostrich, wild game, wild salmon, sardines, anchovies, rainbow trout, albacore tuna, goat's milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, or kefir, sheep's milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, or kefir, A2 cow's milk, grass-fed, whey isolate or concentrate. You can have a whey isolate or a concentrate on this. A lot of people put you on elimination diets and say no dairy, but you can have a whey. Nuts, oils, spices, macadamia nuts, chestnuts, coconuts, cashew nuts. Cashews are healthier if they're soaked overnight or even sprouted. coconut oil, algae oil, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, malt vinegar, wine vinegar, spring water. You can have 2 cups of coffee a day, herbal tea, cashew milk, goats or sheep milk. We already mentioned that. A2 cow's milk, pink Himalayan sea salt, Celtic sea salt, white pepper, organic amaranth, organic quinoa, organic buckwheat. And you can have the flour from those as well. Coconut flour is okay as well. So now you can add things like bell peppers and onions and garlic and avocado in small amounts infrequently, okay? So if you follow this diet, it's the safest pesticide-free, insecticide-free diet out there. Trust me, it'll help you lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, it'll make you much healthier. Remember, I'm off the entire month of February. Go see Dr. Chris Costello at the Lange Eye Institute. He's like a mini me. Dr. Chris Costello, Lange Eye Institute. If you're not happy with the eye care that you're getting, come and see us at Lange Eye Institute. Also, check everything out at our website at fortify.com. I will be at the Fortify Nutrition Center for 1 hour from 11 to 12, maybe 11 to 1 today. Fortify Nutrition Center in Clearwater for 1 to 2 hours today after the show. With that, I'm out of here. Have a great day. God bless you and God bless America.
So just how smart is your smartphone? Add a couple of dozen IQ points to your digital friend by downloading the AM860 app. Local news, national headlines, and incisive commentary. Turning your smartphone into a genius. The AM860 app is the answer. News, insight, passion. AM860, the answer. Online at theanswertampa.com. AM860, the answer.
The future is scary. Machines are taking more and more jobs. Self-checkout, cars are driving themselves. What happened to people? Luckily, there are machines that depend on good old-fashioned human hands. At National Aviation Academy, you can learn to work on and maintain aircraft in as little as 14 months. Call 800-659-2080 or visit wingmenwanted.com. The future is scary, but machines won't be prying this career away from you. Visit wingmenwanted.com. For more information about our statistics, visit naa.edu/success.
Take AM860, the answer.